All right, 1.6 is subtracting integers. And what we need to do when we subtract integers is we change it to adding the opposite. So we change all subtraction into an addition. All subtraction we change to an addition, adding the opposite. Similar to multiplying or dividing, when you change dividing to multiplying by the reciprocal, it's the same type of thing. And then you add following addition rules. For example, 35 minus 72. We turn that into 35 plus a negative 72. You change the subtracting into adding. The opposite of 72 is that negative 72. Okay? I'm going to erase that. So now they are different signs. So if they're different signs, I take their difference. Their difference is 37, and then I ask myself, which one's further from 0? Positive 35 or negative 72? Negative 72. So the answer is negative, and it's negative 37. Yep.
I have a different strategy.
What's that?
It only works if they're both positive or negative, but you can put the bigger one on top and the smaller one on bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You subtract those.
Yep, that's what I did.
Oh, you're doing that, okay.
Oh, is that what you were saying? Got it. Okay. Negative 12 minus a negative 7. We turn this into negative 12 plus. The opposite of negative 7 is just 7. And then they're opposite signs, so I take their difference. The difference is 5. And which one's further from 0? Negative 12 or positive 7?
Negative 12.
So it's negative 5. Okay, negative 123 minus a negative 112. Turn this into negative 123 plus, the opposite of negative 12 is just positive 12. Different signs, so I take their difference, 111, and which one's further from 0? Negative 123 or positive 12?
Negative 123.
So it would be negative 111. Yep. This you can't really do in your head. So this one, yes, you do not have to show me your work on one like this. This would be one that I would expect you to show your work on. It's one that you wouldn't really get in your head all naturally. But things like negative 2 minus 3.
Or like
No.
negative 12.
Negative 12, like plus 7? No, you don't need to. Okay? So, negative 4 or negative 43 minus 12 is negative 43 plus the opposite of positive 12 would be negative 12. And I know that's positive 12 because if I separated it from the subtraction sign, there's nothing inside there. So it's positive. So now what I'm going to do is just add them up. That would be what? 55. And keep them the sign they were. Negative 55. Okay, more examples. Okay, this first example, these are all just extended examples. We have negative 3.5 and 4.3. They're opposite signs, so I'm going to go 4.3, take away 3.5, and I get 0.8, and positive is further away from 0, so it would just be a positive 0.8. Okay? I'm going down to this one here. It is subtraction. Anytime I see subtraction now, I'm adding the opposite. So this turns into negative 28.3 plus the opposite of negative 35.1 is that positive 35.1. Opposite signs, so I take their difference. from 0, negative 28.3 or 35.1.
35.
So it will be positive. The next one, negative 5 over 8 plus negative 7 over 8. That's nice and easy. I don't have to really do anything. I know that I have two of the same signs, so I just add them up. 5 plus 7 is 12. Keep it negative over 8. 8 goes into 12 one time, so I would just turn that into negative 1. You just pull that negative out. That's all you do. Okay, negative 1, 4 remains, 8 as the denom. Final answer, negative 1 and 1/2. Why 4? Because 4 is the remainder. 8 goes into 12 one time, 4 remains, 8 as the denom. Next one, we need common denom of 3, and I also need to change this to plus the opposite. Let me finish this first. 6. 2 times 3 is 6. Negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. So this turns into negative 15 over 6 minus a negative 3 over 6. Negative 15 over 6 plus 3 over 6. Adding the opposite. Negative 15 plus 3. Opposite signs take their difference. Negative 15 is further from 0, so it'll be negative 12 over 6, negative 2. Okay, I'm going to erase all this. I'll erase it from right here. So, the strategy here, if you have multiple terms, is to group together the like signs. And first make sure that everything is adding, okay? So I see I have add, I'm good. Now I can group the signs, okay? Add the positives, add the negatives. So 10 plus 15 is 25, plus, because that's what I'm doing in between all of them, negative 4 plus negative 5 is negative 9, right? Opposite signs, take their difference. What would that be? That would be 16, right? Take their difference. The positive is further away, so it would stay positive. Last one down here. This is a little more advanced. So I need to change any subtraction into adding the opposite. So this turns into negative 4 plus, the opposite of negative 10 is 10, plus 5, because that's still plus, minus 20, so write it as plus a negative 20, plus 2. Okay? Now I grouped my positive and negatives together. So I have negative 24, or negative 4, negative 20, would be negative 24, and then I have all my positives. 10 plus 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17, plus, because that's what I'm doing in between everything. So they're opposite signs, take their difference. It's 7, right? The negative is further from 0, so it would be negative 7. Last page, I'm going to just quickly go over an example just so your mind thinks about it. It says use positive and negative values that give you the given sum or difference. Well, I could say negative 5 plus 15. That gives me 10, right? There's tons of different right ones. For negative 5, great.
Negative 28 minus negative 23.
They're the same sign. You want them opposite. But yes, you turn that into plus, the opposite. So instead of that, you don't want to do, you want two different signs. Yep, Kirsten?
Negative 10 plus 5.
Negative 10 plus 5. There's one. And this turns into blank plus blank equals, how far away is negative 5 from 0? 5. So it could be like negative 20 and plus 25. Whatever. Lots of right answers. Yep.
Could be 2 plus 3.
Could it be 2 plus 3 because you need opposite signs? Okay, that is all for subtracting. We are done.